I got a question for you, man. In your field of interviewing people and in your field of music as well, that we just found out about, how do you feel people should approach pushing out content the perfect way? Because you push out content and you push out content to where people understand it. It's almost like an eagle watching its prey, and you'll look at somebody. Maybe you won't contact them, maybe you will, but when you do contact them, it's because of a reason. Um, how do you explain that per se?
What do you mean, like who, like why I reach out to people and
Why
what's
do
my
you? Yes, sir.
process for wanting to interview somebody?
Yes,
So,
sir.
I mean, I look for people who are outspoken, people who are good on camera, people who have a good, uh, someone that just knows how to, work the camera, or unfiltered people are probably, I'm saying, some of the best people you can interview. Someone who's gonna say exactly how they feel about a situation. So yeah, I mean, those are probably like the key elements to interviewing with somebody,
That's cool.
or someone with a good story, man. Even if they're not really entertaining, but they got a really good story, that's always interesting too. There are times where I've interviewed a lot of people that they didn't have some crazy outspoken personality, but they just had a crazy story, man. Like I interviewed a dude not too long ago, man, called I need a check, and this dude was like set up by his mom, like he got shot by his mom's boyfriend. So it was just a wild story, So sometimes just good stories. Some people are better at just having a good personality, talking about current events. So I mean, I try to adapt to the person I'm interviewing. I don't really like try to force people to be somebody they're not, or to talk about things they don't want to talk about. I kind of just try to figure out what they want to do, and make it as big as I can.
Yeah, man. Because after this, man, them interviews, man. You look, check this out, bro. If y'all ain't worth about 1 million views, bro, I don't think y'all want to sit down, try to even play games, man. This is a real good game that we can play back and forth. But I think this man deserves what he's asking for. So that's why I asked you what you're looking for, because I know a lot of people want to act like they're this and they're that, and they want to reach out with, yo, Kim, I got this, I got that. But I just want to make sure that we let them know what you're looking for, so you don't get annoyed, sir.
Yeah, if you're looking for an interview, my advice would be to come with what you want to talk about ahead of time. If you're an unknown rapper or unknown personality, it's always good to be like, yo, these are the situations that I've been through. So you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times it's like I'm thinking like this might be a good interview, but I don't really know, and I can't quite. Sometimes they don't want to talk about it over the phone. They're like, yo, just interview me. It's gonna be dope. It's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I need to know a little bit more than,
Right,
than
that's
that.
what I'm feeling
You
like.
know,
Yeah, right.
I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, we hear that all the time.
Right.
My DMs filled with people that are, hey man, interview me. We'll go viral. Like, I get that all the time.
I already know, bro. Especially after we do some shit. Hey man, please, I need to. Okay. Hey man, this has been an awesome interview so far. So I want to ask you something, man. Real smooth, real quick, real fast, and not too in a hurry. But you had a huge, the huge music situation going on, and not only that, but you also, you was hustling, doing your shit, and it got pretty big. What made you want to do the interview? I mean, we have people that know you that actually want to know, like, what inspired you to start? Just was it because you got hit up with the pills and shit? They was thinking that the pills was yours and some more shit, and because well, no, the guns wasn't yours, and neither was the pills. But I mean, what was it?
The pills were mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
they were just like 3
claim
years.
Something, nigga. Claim something. Shit,
They were just like 3 years old.
Nigga. God damn.
So that's all. They were just old ass pills. So that I had a prescription for. I never even. They dropped the case. Right. I never got. You know what I'm saying? I never got convicted. They ended up dropping the case.
Oh, well, shit, that's still gangster. As long as you got in a little trouble, we could fuck with you. But no, for real, man. Like, how did you? What inspired you is the right way to approach that question. So, what inspired you to do this interview thing, man?
When I started doing interviews, I think it was probably like around 2010, 2011. I was just kind of looking at hip hop at the time. You had like World Star, which I seen a lot of dudes from down south on there. Every once in a while, you'd see somebody from the West Coast.
A little once in a while, yeah.
Once in a while. The same thing, This Is 50 was real hot at the time. Vlad was doing his thing at the time. And I just seen, they were more supporting the East Coast. I just wasn't seeing a lot of West Coast artists. You had like Dub CNN, who they supported like the old school. Then you had other websites who supported more of like the new school. So, I mean, my general initial motivation for Camp Capone News was really just to interview West Coast artists where, black, white, brown, old school, new school, everybody could, have a place to work and do interviews or be seen, and kind of open up, all the West Coast genres to the other genres. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It wasn't nothing like that. And you said, let's do it. Pretty much.
Yeah, there was nobody doing nothing like that at the time. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I just seen a lot of other areas, having their places where they could go and get a lot of support, but I didn't really see that. Like if you know what I'm saying, like Chicano rappers they wouldn't get no play on Dub CNN. Then you had ChalifaRap.net, you know what I'm saying, which was just Chicano rap. Then you had I forget the websites for the up north. They would only support like E40. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Dub CNN. They would only support Snoop and Corrupt. Very rare would they really fuck with the new guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Tyga was coming up at the time. A lot of new guys didn't really get posted there. So, what I'm saying, I just wanted to fuck with everybody. I just wanted to bring the West Coast together.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And do you feel that it's been a success?
Well, I mean, I had to stop. So I had to take like a 6-year break, for personal reasons. And so I never really got to do it. By the time I came back, it was, everything was different. That what was needed then wasn't needed when I came back at the end of 2018. So when I came back, it was completely different.
How?
The West Coast was getting more support.
Okay.
Everybody, what I'm saying? It was no longer, things weren't as they, what I'm saying, like Dub CNN. I don't think people really go to Dub CNN no more. A lot of the websites that were primarily made for different different West Coasts, they weren't really around.
Oh wow!
So it was just, the game was just different.
It was hard for us, West Coast wise, and basically you seen the outlet and you got an idea to make sure that it went more abroad in their work, bro. Because when you dealing with people in my lane, that's like, that's come from, major pain, and you do Disney, and then you do this and all of it, and they try to stereotype you, but they don't know where the energy came from. It's outlets that have you on them that's like, yo, come on over here, let's listen to these stories. And that's how you get that outbreak of energy, that nobody really has been capturing. And so you have a trained eye, bro. You definitely have a trained eye, I will say that. Especially to, like I said, we brought up Crip Mac earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have any discrimination towards, if somebody is loved, you definitely get into it immediately, because it seems that some people are loved for the wrong reasons out here sometimes, and that's what bothers our generation. That's what bothers our world. You know, when we have different kind of artists out here that don't know the rules and ramifications of being on a mic or being on a platform. And you know, I come from an era of old Hollywood. You know, we don't play those kind of games type of deal. You know, we shoot you on stage if you got our shit. You on our time, you know what I'm saying? We do real, you know what I'm saying? Like we do real time James Brown, David Ruffin type shit. This is real, you know, and this is what it is. And I don't think a lot of people really understand the respect behind the artistry of don't touch my stage. Don't touch my mic. Don't, you know, and it's been more glorified to, like I always tell you, like to bend over a couch rather than to be talented. And so for you to only have an eye for certain talent, it doesn't mean that you have to be the most, you know, Mariah Carey and shit, you know, because everybody think that I mean, we all know Beyonce can sing. But when Mariah Carey hits that fucking head note, she's out of here. And that's just the fucking fact. Okay? No one's saying anybody's better. But I'm sure Cam Capone would have took the fucking Mariah Carey interview over the fucking Beyonce interview.
For people who don't know, man, Orlando Brown is a really talented rapper too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Cam.
People don't like, yeah, man. I don't shit, bro. People be sleeping.
Oh man, you know, I just, you know, I do what I can do when I can do it, like Chris Tucker said.